Hey everybody, welcome back to Checkpoint. I'm Marley. I'll be the host this week. With me, as always, is Carson.
Hello.
And Nate.
Hello.
So, a little different. We don't have like a set topic. We're kind of just talk about what we've been playing lately, since we've all been playing a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
So, Carson, why don't you start us off?
All right. So, do we want to take turns? We could just go through all the games I just played and then go to the next person. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And then,
right,
then we can get in depth.
All right. So since the last time we really talked about what we've been playing, I've beaten Pokemon Moon.
You hated it.
I have been playing a lot of Overwatch like usual, and especially the Winter Wonderland event that's happening right now. I got Final Fantasy 15, did not play it immediately because I was playing Pokemon, but recently, last week, I started it, took a little bit of a break, and then this whole weekend I've basically been playing it. And I'm about 13 hours in now, and that game is super good. It probably wasn't worth the wait, but it's still a really good game in my opinion. I'm enjoying it way more than Final Fantasy 13, which is the only other game I've played in that franchise.
Okay.
So, I think that's about it. We can get more in depth a little bit later if you guys want to just go through the games you've been playing.
Nate, what about you?
Pokemon.
That sounded very sensual.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Alright. No, but Pokemon Sun, because Sun's way better than Moon.
Shots fired.
Solgerio.
And then, of course, Overwatch, because of that winter event.
I have not touched the winter event at all since it went live.
Alright, that May event, though, isn't that great.
Yeah,
But
it's not.
we'll get to that. And then, thanks to Carson, I got the new Darksiders game. The
Warmasterd.
the Warmasterd.
Yeah, technically the remaster of the first
Well, it's
one.
new.
I guess.
And it gives this hope of life for the franchise.
Yeah.
I hope, dude, that franchise is so cool. I don't want it to die out.
Yeah, I've never played any of them, but they look a lot of fun.
Yeah, so
So far it's been fun.
I've been playing Pokemon Sun. I've been playing Pokemon Sun.
Yeah, what else? Casual.
Lego Dimensions.
There we go.
And I think that's it for me. I want to dive into Last Guardian and Final Fantasy.
Ooh,
but I want to make sure I'm beating games before I'm jumping into new ones. Just because, I don't want it to sit there unfinished.
Yeah. Well, I know Last Guardian's definitely shorter than Final Fantasy, so
yeah,
if you want to get a shorter game, Last Guardian.
I'll probably get that over while I'm home for Christmas break.
That's a good idea.
Well, let's start with Pokemon since we...
I remembered one.
What?
The Witness.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got
started
The
Witness.
Yeah.
I completely forgot it. It's been a week since I played it.
Yeah.
But
you think you're gonna beat it?
Eventually. It's really
It's
hard.
one of those games you can definitely set down and come back to.
Yeah,
every once in a while.
As long as you remember how the puzzles work, you can't really forget anything else.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a mouse and a WASD to control yourself. That's it.
Yeah. So let's start with Pokemon since all three of us have played it.
Yeah.
You two have beaten the main story.
Yes.
I haven't, but I think I'm close to the end-ish.
No, wait, Nate, you haven't. You just started the Elite Four.
I lost to the Elite Four.
So let's
They're
keep
hard.
Spoilery stuff for me to a minimum.
Okay. Where exactly are you right now, Marlon?
So I'm at
Godzilla shows up and everybody dies.
And Godzuki?
And
Godzuki. I am at Po-Town, which is that town that Team Skull has taken over.
Just got there, right?
Yeah, I just got there.
Okay. So I know where you are.
Yeah, it's the city with the giant wall built around it.
Yeah.
So I just got there, but I've played a decent amount. It's taken me so long because I'm just stopping to explore everything and talk to every NPC and whatnot. So I guess let's give our. I mean, for you guys, it's not really impressions. I guess it's impressions for me since I haven't technically beaten it yet. But
yeah.
What do we think of Alola? Of the Alola games?
It's pretty awesome. I like the changes of pace. I've been saying this, I think, since the beginning. The trial captains are really cool, and then the kahunas are pretty challenging. Like, my team was not set up for some of those kahunas. No. Like, I got wrecked, and I would have to, like, find certain ways to, like, take advantage of my team's strengths against the kahuna's weaknesses.
I've been enjoying the spike in difficulty. I think ever since the leap into 3D, the games have gotten really easy. Yeah. I think the last time I've, like, felt, like, legitimately challenged was probably Black and White.
Yeah.
So I've enjoyed the increase in difficulty. I think it was one battle, like, Nate had to borrow 2 of our fire Pokemon.
Listen, because I was too lazy to go catch my own.
No, but that's cool that it puts us in a position where, like, we have to, like, consult with our friends and stuff.
And then you just turned XP on Sharon.
Yeah, because fuck that shit. Because I wasn't grinding in the grass. I don't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
My first Kahuna battle against Hala, I think his name is.
Hala, he's Jewish.
Hal's dad or grandfather.
Yeah.
Like, it took me like 4 or 5 times before I could finally beat him. And that was really cool. I've really, really enjoyed the new challenge and the way they've changed it up. I've said it before. I think it's great how much they've embraced, like, the Hawaii aspect of the game.
Yeah,
because it feels like a culture. Like, it feels like a living, breathing place as opposed to just a skin for a new Pokemon game. What about you, Nate? What have you...
I like the trials. They're a lot harder than the other Pokemon games, but I miss the gyms.
Really?
Yeah. See, like, I like it. I don't know if I would like it for every game from here on out.
I think I'd care more about the gyms being gone if gyms were still cool.
Okay.
Like, I feel like the gym battles just haven't been challenging lately, so I don't remember any of them.
That's true. I don't remember.
So I don't remember, like, I remember, like, Elsa from Black and White, because she was waifu material for sure.
Was she the electric type?
Yeah, she was.
Damn straight, Carson.
She was, It
was electrifying.
She was definitely waifu material. Let us know if you think Elsa's waifu material in the comments down below. So, like, I don't remember a lot of the gyms because they just haven't been super challenging lately. And so I guess I've reached a point where, like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, there was, like, when, you know, all the gym leaders only have 3 Pokemon and you can sweep through them like it's nothing. It's like, whatever. So, like, I've been really liking how tough the kahunas and the challenges have been, and I like the variety in each one. The last one I just did was the ghost one.
That's a creepy one.
Yeah, that one's really cool. I won't say anything for anyone who hasn't played it yet, but that one's pretty creepy. It's really fun.
Can you guys think of anything that, like, stands out to you as you, like, disliked about the game? Because I could talk about a few things, like, without spoilers, obviously.
Yeah, I'll say I'm upset with the number of new Pokemon. I get it. There's a lot of Pokemon right now. They're trying to cash in on nostalgia by including Pokemon from past generations, but I miss, like, to bring it back to Black and White again. I love that Black and White introduced 150 new Pokemon. You didn't have access to any of the old guys until after you beat the game. I thought that was kind of nice. I thought that was really, really cool because everything that I was running into was fresh.
How many Pokemon on your team right now are new?
Are we counting the Alola forms as new?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So I've got Incineroar, Decidueye. I've got Alola Golem. I've got Zygarde, 10%. And then my other 2 are Ledian, and then who else do I have on
Litten? What's Litten's final evolution?
Incineroar, Decidueye,
okay.
Zygarde 10%. I'm having a hard time remembering who my last guy is.
You just don't care about your team.
That's gonna irk me.
What about you, Carson?
What was my team?
Yeah.
Well, I had a Arcanine, so that's a original, old one.
OG.
I had a Alolan Ninetales. I had a Crab Brawler's final evolution.
Crabominable.
I had Decidueye.
I can't remember.
I had Golisopod.
Oh,
am I
dude,
saying that
he's
right?
so cool, yeah.
Yeah. And the last one was I know it. Big Volt.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see, my team's only is half and half with Vikavolt, Decidueye, and Rockruff's final form. I can't think of its name right now.
Lycanroc.
That's one of them.
Yeah, I don't remember what the other one is. Because it's
Okay.
got
He
the
is
two
the sun
forms.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like other than that, it's Talonflames, Snorlax, and Hariyama.
Hariyama.
It's killing me that I can't remember what my last one is.
Because you just don't care about them.
Oh, that's gonna bug me.
Is it a bug type?
No, I don't.
What type is it?
Oh, Wishy-Washy.
Wishy-Washy.
So, alright, so, sorry guys. So, yeah, Dartrix, Incineroar, Wishy-Washy, Alola Golem, Zygarde 10%, and then,
Wishy-Washy.
I said that. And I've got 6 Pokemon. And then Ledian. So I've got mostly new Pokemon.
That's good.
Alola
Golem. I like the way that flows.
Yeah. But like back to my original point is like it kind of stinks when you run into a new area and you're like, all right, can't wait to see what Pokemon are here, and you kind of run into a bunch of guys that you've seen before.
Well, that segues great into a point I want to make is when, we got a bunch of islands, there's a lot of water, but there's actually not a lot of water you can go in this game. Like, it's not like Ruby or Sapphire.
Yeah.
Where there's too much water.
Which wasn't a valid. I like all the water.
So what's funny is like in this game, there's actually not a lot of water exploration, and also when you're exploring the water, I wasn't finding any good water Pokemon like by fishing.
Yeah.
Like fishing is segmented to like little rock areas now. You can't just fish anywhere.
Yeah.
And I would literally just get Wishy-Washy and Magikarp
Yeah.
all the time, and maybe a Finneon here and there and a Love Disc.
Yeah.
But they're all crap. Like, except for Wishy-Washy.
Yeah, that was strange. And, like, all the areas where you can surf are super blocked off and guided.
Yeah.
Like, you can only surf in these little small inlets.
Yep.
Which is, really weird.
I wonder if they had to, like, restrict the size of the world because the 3DS was already, I think, being pushed to its limits with this game.
That's true. And the islands get pretty big.
Yeah.
As you go on in the game, the islands get pretty big, so I'm sure adding water exploration to that, too, probably wouldn't have helped.
Yeah, like
could have done a water island.
The 3DS chugs so bad. Like, when there's more... In just single battles, it's fine. But when there's a double battle, or if the call for help comes in and there's more than there should be on screen, it just starts chugging. Like,
dude, I used
Z moves.
Incineroar's. I used his like signature move, Darkest Lariat or whatever.
Yeah, Lariat. Yeah.
And then I used his Z move.
Yeah.
And like those two like animations back to back, my game slowed way down.
Yeah.
I hate when they call for Pokemon aid, like for the allies.
Yeah.
I don't find it fun. It gets frustrating when you're just trying to catch one of them, and they just keep calling others, and you just keep killing the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can get some pretty cool Pokemon through that system.
I'm sure the new 3DS is totally fine.
Yeah.
With extra processing power.
Lags there too.
But like, I was never gonna buy a new 3DS. Like,
no.
I'm getting a Nintendo Switch on March.
Are you?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be my next console. Yeah.
I would have gotten a new 3DS if they had delivered on their promise of like exclusive games for it, but we got Binding of Isaac, and then the
Xenoblade was
the port of Xenoblade, and then the SNES games. But if I want those, I can get them on my Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no point in getting that handheld.
Yeah.
I will say once again, character customization not as good as I'd like it to be. I know that's probably...
They're saving it for stars, man.
You think
so?
so?
When we get the Switch, yeah.
You think they'll go all out?
Yeah, we'll have like awesome. Nice 3D model for characters,
yeah,
like 3D
cool.
models for characters.
But like, I do want to I am really enjoying the game.
Yeah.
I will say like part of the thing like back to how hard it is, are not hard, but the difficulty spike. This is easily the Pokemon game where I've been switching my team around the most. I usually find 6 Pokemon that I get really attached to, and I just stick with those guys for the main game, and then I'll go back once I beat it to catch others.
Yeah.
but I've switched so many Pokemon in and out of my team in this game.
See,
that's really fun. Oh, you haven't done that?
No, I've stuck with pretty much this team. I mean, one of them was Grubbin all the way through Evolution.
Grubbin!
I got my Snorlax pretty much from the beginning, from the gift, the mystery gift.
Yeah.
But you dropped him,
early.
right?
No, I still.
You still Snorlax?
I took him back.
Okay.
And then Rockruff, you can get pretty early.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, most of my team has been pretty early on. I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably why I had trouble fighting a couple of the trials.
I had a Magneton early that I kept to like level 21, but then I substituted him out for I forget which one, but I had the same team for the most part, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also definitely some waifu material in this game as well. Just gonna lay that down. Who are your Sun and Moon waifus? Let us know. This is Waifu Hour with Marley.
Also, I guess we could like just plug the anime real quick. Like we watched,
yeah.
Bring that up.
we watched like 4 or 5 episodes of the anime.
Yeah, I watched it too. How are the others?
They're pretty
They're
good.
still
Like
just as good.
the animation
animation's
the animation's really nice.
It's got this like really simple storybooky kind of like look to it. It's definitely like their response to the popularity of Yokai Watch, which is like that's totally why
really?
It's so popular in Japan.
Yokai Watch is so big in Japan, and Pokemon just responded. Like, there's a ghost guardian, like there's a ghost companion in Yokai Watch. That's why Talking Rotom is there. Like,
I understand.
but they definitely like did this in response to Yokai Watch, and it's really good. The animation's good.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I love the facial expressions sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
it's like really
wacky.
over the top. So if you I haven't watched the Pokemon anime in a long time. Nate probably even longer.
Yeah, it's been like I don't know how many years.
If you haven't checked out the Sun and Moon anime, like check it out because it's really good.
Yep.
It's
and
solid.
like any Pokemon season, you don't have to watch previous ones really.
Yeah.
They just start fresh.
Yeah.
Like
But I'm gonna start all the way over.
Ash did so many like monumental things in the last season, X, Y, and Z, and it just ends. And he's on to Alola, and it's
Really?
yeah.
There's no connection between the
There's
seasons.
no connection.
Sometimes characters will show up, and
Okay.
sometimes he'll use his Pokemon, but there's no
Yeah.
like overarching plot.
Not
He doesn't
usually.
really care about his
He always
Pokemon.
starts fresh, gets his new girlfriend that he is totally oblivious to.
Yep.
Always. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So Carson, tell us about
Final
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. Well, I'll start from the beginning. No.
Back in the
boy.
day.
Back in the day when I was a young lad, I didn't know what Final Fantasy was. No. Yeah, 15 is really good. Like, I was skeptical. Like, it didn't really hook me until I got past Chapter 1.
Uh-huh.
Like, Chapter 1, it's just kind of ambiguous, like, what you're doing. Like, you know you're supposed to go meet your wife-to-be, Luna Freya.
Uh-huh.
And she's, like, this oracle. She's really important. And Noctis is, like, really important, too.
He's the prince,
He's
right?
the prince. He's the protagonist of the game. And he's inheriting a lot of powers from his father. Like, the powers of his ancestors, basically.
Okay.
So he has to harness the powers of his ancestors by gathering weapons, like 10 or 8, I think like 8 weapons throughout the world. You have to find these like tombs,
Oh, okay.
and then go into like their dungeons, basically.
Oh, cool.
Go into the dungeons, get the weapons, and like then upgrade, your stat trees and all that. Yeah, it's a really good game. Like I kind of wish I could play it maybe like on a Slim or a PS4 Pro, because it probably looks pretty good on those. Like on my Xbox One, it's probably lower resolution than a PS4. Like it's probably 900p instead of 1080.
Probably. Maybe.
There are just a few parts where it looks a little blurry.
I mean, the parts I've walked in look pretty cool.
For the most part, it looks fine, and I think the character models look really good. Like their hair is really good. When I look at the environments, certain parts of the environment seem very barren and not filled. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, when I compare it to Witcher 3, which to me is, like, the epitome of, like, RPGs right now.
Never compare a game to The Witcher 3. It'll always lose.
When I look at Witcher 3's world, it's just so alive.
Yeah, man.
And that game came out, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And, like, it's amazing what CD Projekt Red did with that game. Like, it blows my mind. so Final Fantasy, which has been in development for a long time, still is like really awesome. Like the world's really big. Driving your car isn't freeform. Like you're confined to roads and stuff like that. Like you can't just go off terrain and stuff because this is like a nice car.
Yeah, it's like a sports car.
It's a really nice car, so you wouldn't just drive off road on it or anything. So they confine you to the road, and you can choose to like travel through your car and like press auto, and then one of his companions, his friends, will drive you there. And on the way, they'll have like little conversations. Sometimes Prompto, one of your friends as well, he's a cameraman. So throughout the game, he's chronicling your story by taking pictures.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. So sometimes when you're driving, you're like, hey, Noctis, I want to try and get a picture of this like landmark. So we'll stop, take a picture, and then I can, save that in our album. I'm guessing at the end of the game, they might, maybe like when the credits are rolling, they'll just go through all the pictures that you saved and stuff like that. Really that would be really awesome.
Yeah.
Especially like if someone dies. Like, it would be like memories like, oh. But, it's
Final Fantasy games, and they're fans of killing people.
Yeah. So. I've never been a huge fan of Final Fantasy. Like, I only played 13. And I liked 13. What?
I've never played a single one.
They're very Japanese. Like, they're JRPGs.
Yep.
They're not like... They're different from The Witcher. Like, it's an action RPG, too. So, it's not turn-based. Like, Final Fantasy 13 was turn-based.
I don't like that.
And I like turn-based. Like, it worked. I enjoyed the combat in Final Fantasy 13. I just wasn't a big fan of lightning and some of the characters. In this game, I really feel like the Brotherhood, it's called Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that in the characters. Like, these guys are all friends.
Well, that's good.
The bonding is real. And, it's really fun. I would suggest, if people are going to play this game, watch the anime, which consists of 5 episodes. It's on Crunchyroll. And then maybe you can watch the movie as well, Kingsglaive.
Well, they're getting ready to patch in stuff from Kingsglaive into the game.
You can even like play as another character and stuff like that. It's really weird to me. Like, they delayed this game so many times, and they delayed it again right before the release because they said they needed to like get the day 1 patch ready and stuff like that. And now we're getting another significant patch that's like adding significant story arcs to chapter 13. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, dude, guys, you still aren't done with this game. That's when I look at, like, when they're doing this, like, I'm cool with the update and stuff, but like, it's amazing to me that they still were not complete with this game. Yeah.
Well, originally it started off as a 13 spin-off.
Versus.
It was originally Final Fantasy 13 Versus.
Yep.
Then it became its own game. So like, not only were they developing a game, but they had to go through and rework the plot and stuff to get rid of the 13 stuff.
They nixed the director too. There used to be another director, and he apparently got like. They took him off the project and brought in like one of the older Final Fantasy directors.
Tetsuya Nomura?
I can't remember his name.
Or no, I think Nomura was on 15 and then he left to focus on Kingdom Hearts.
That might be it. So when the new director came on, all I've heard is like that he kind of like righted the ship in a sense. Like apparently they kind of had to start from scratch at one point, which probably sucked.
Yeah.
But I think it probably made the game really good. Like, it probably wasn't going to be very good.
No,
which would have really hurt the franchise, because it's in a weird spot. Like, people... I know a lot of people that like 13 and its sequels, but there are a lot of people that don't like it, and they didn't want Final Fantasy.
13. I'm a Final Fantasy guy. I've played a lot of Final Fantasy. I like 13, but it's safe to say that most of the fan base doesn't.
Yeah.
And
I don't know about the sequels. They got 2 sequels.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, they were very like meh. Like people didn't really love them.
Yeah. So I'm happy to see a Final Fantasy game being this well received.
Yeah.
Because it gives me hope for the franchise going forward.
Yeah.
I think if this had come out and it still wasn't bad, we would have been seeing Final Fantasy 7 spin-offs for the rest of our lives.
Holy cow. And that's their next game. The remake of Final Fantasy 7.
The weird episodic.
That's totally a money grab, man.
Wait, it's episodic?
They're splitting it up into parts. I don't know.
You gotta buy them all?
No, I'm sure it'll be like a Telltale where you can buy them piecemeal, or you can buy like, you know, like Walking Dead, you can buy the whole season.
You can just buy the season.
They're saying that each part is gonna be really, really long, so that's why they're breaking it up. But I don't know.
That's dumb.
That sounds like publishers'
sounds
speech.
fishy to me. I'm sure once it comes out and we get like a decent look at it, we'll be able to see how
each part better be like an hour and a half,
and
like 3 hours.
On a technical side, what's interesting about 7, this remake.
Yeah,
sure. Go ahead.
What Nate just said about length. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is a long game.
Is it?
Really?
So like, it's quite possible that each part is really long.
Okay.
And I know it's not turn-based anymore.
Oh. They probably substituted this action part of 15 into it. Like, honestly, the combat is really good in Final Fantasy 15. Like, it feels like I'm playing an anime. Like,
that's cool.
When I watch like some sort of like sword-based like anime or whatever, it's like that. Like, there's tons of jumping around and like warping and stuff like that. It's crazy.
That's cool.
Flips and stuff like.
The flips?
It's very active.
Yeah.
Yes.
The flipping.
Yes, Nate. The flipping.
The flipping.
So what's cool about 7, well, I don't know if it's cool, but on a technical side, they're changing game engines for it. They're using Unreal 4 for 7, whereas 15 uses their custom-built Luminous engine.
They were using, I think, Luminous for Kingdom Hearts, and they dropped Kingdom Hearts. They dropped that for Kingdom Hearts, and they went to Unreal for that as well.
I wonder why.
Something tells me Unreal is probably just really easy to use. Probably compared to like Luminous maybe, and it like Unreal looks really good. Like you can make Unreal games like real good.
I've messed with Unreal.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah. So I probably will play Final Fantasy 7. Like I'm liking this game enough.
Yeah.
Like
you're on that hype.
If it was 13 again, I probably wouldn't be too excited for another like Final Fantasy. But this 15 is very distinctly different than 13.
When did 7 come out?
That's a great question.
Early 90s. Came out on the PlayStation 1. I didn't play it when it came out, but I played it after the fact when I played Kingdom Hearts. And I saw all those characters, I wanted to know about them. It'll be interesting to see what an action-based Final Fantasy VII is like. The battle system in 7 is very near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. The materia system, and it's turn-based, so that's gonna be weird. It almost feels weird even calling it a Final Fantasy VII remake, because it's not really, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I like action RPGs too, so
I think the developers, when they were choosing between the classic turn-based and the action, I think they're seeing a trend. With more action-based, like, RPG type stuff.
I think turn-based RPGs just up...
It's like, an old... Dude, that's an old battle system.
It really appeals to a very niche audience of people.
Yeah. Fire Emblem's keeping it alive.
But even Fire Emblem, very niche game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's...
I'm gonna beat that at some point.
You keep saying that.
Yeah.
It's like for a very niche audience, and I think it scares a lot of people off. So, I mean... Money-wise, this is probably the safest way to go.
Yeah.
From a business perspective. Like, I understand it from that point of view.
Yeah.
So,
Nate, tell us about Darksiders. Well, I mean, you just started it.
I just started it. I'm about, maybe, 20, 30 minutes into the game. I'm in the second zone of it. So, I don't know. I really love... It's beautiful, first off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
If anybody hasn't seen the trailers for the remaster of Darksiders 1... It might be the best HD remaster that I've ever seen.
Wind Waker HD
is the worst. No, but it's beautiful, and I'm really enjoying the combat system. It's just a lot of just mindless killing.
There's a pretty sick combo system in there if you choose to explore it.
And it's pretty relaxing of just killing demonic
just
creatures.
Waves of enemies.
Yeah. And all the different weapon upgrades and things you can eventually get.
Some platforming
with the jumping around and the wings you get real early on.
It's very much like a fan Zelda game with its own hellish skin put
Yeah.
on top.
Yeah, right now I collected like 3 of 4 of these skull life pieces, and you collect all 4, you get another health token.
Yeah.
Like, things like
You
that.
like eventually
Nice.
you get to like the open world and you get your horse.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
There's like
It's just metal Zelda
yeah.
with a really cool art style.
Yeah, Joe Mad. He's the best. It's funny because I remember when the game came out, because I was a big fan of the first one.
R.I.P. THQ.
Yeah. One of the common complaints with it was that it was like, this is really fun, but it definitely like just takes a bunch of stuff from other games and uses it. Like
Yeah. But it's really fun.
later on in the game, you get a portal gun.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I
you get a
can't wait
portal
for
gun,
that shit.
and there's portal puzzles.
That's
Wow.
fucking awesome.
They're really hard.
I can't
That's right around
wait.
where I stopped playing, because for whatever reason I was like really stubborn about not using a guide for it.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing, but it's definitely a game I want to go back to.
Now, what's interesting about Nate and Darksiders is you actually played the second game, which features death.
I never beat it. I got maybe like an hour or 2 into it.
Do you have the remaster of that? Because they remastered it for PS4 and Xbox One as well.
Good question.
Or do you have the original one?
I think you have the original.
Downstairs. I think it's downstairs. I think I have the original.
Because I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I may have the original.
Yeah.
I'd have to check.
Yeah. So, I wonder if the franchise is still alive. Like, the fact that they're remastering it, like THQ Nordic, that's what it's called now.
Mm-hmm.
They remastered this game, I believe, and they're still doing stuff. So, I think if enough people show interest in this remaster,
I hope so. It'd be
Warmasterd.
great to get more of.
they could
the
try and
story.
do the next
Yeah.
game. I think it's worth a shot. Like,
Well, because what was cool is I remember, I think Joe Mad in an interview when the first one was coming out saying the plan was to do a game for every horseman.
yeah.
And then eventually do a game where all of them come together.
Oh,
That would
wow.
be fucking awesome.
And if you've seen the other two, they're really, really cool looking. One of them is I guess a horse lady.
Okay.
Pestilence.
It's a
Pestilence.
female character.
Or Plague. I forget. They changed some of the names
Sure.
in this, but they're really, really cool looking. Like, I know they wanted to get to like a multiplayer like aspect where you could play as all 4 at once and stuff.
That'd be crazy.
So like there's a lot of really cool ideas in this franchise that have gone unexplored. And it's got a really interesting world
Yeah.
and characters and stuff. Like, it's really cool. I don't want it to go away.
Yeah.
No, I would really like them to make another one.
Plus, like, games like this just don't get made anymore unless it's like your Zelda. Like,
Yeah.
there's no other studio trying to do like these open world platformer action adventures. I mean, we had Ratchet and Clank recently, but like other than that, I can't really like.
God of War looks like is changing a lot, so I don't
Yeah.
know if it's gonna be the same.
God of War is not going to be the same, and I was never a big fan of God of War.
I'm really
anyway.
looking forward to this
I'm looking
God of
forward to
War.
this one, but I was never a huge fan of the franchise
Yeah.
beforehand.
They were fun. They were like they're just mindless. You just beat the shit out of enemies.
You know what
until
my
they die.
problem with God of War was? Is I just couldn't stand Kratos.
Kratos.
Yeah, it was kind of a.
He was such a douchebag, and they
Yeah.
tried to get you to feel bad for him. It's like, but he's a bad person, so I don't feel bad. Like, it was just they kept trying to force this sympathy for him on you, and I wasn't falling for it.
Yeah.
No, I understand that.
No, but Darksiders is really cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the rest of it and seeing how it unfolds.
Yeah, and then I'm looking forward to playing your copy when you finish. Actually, maybe I'll buy my own so I can throw some
It's
money.
$20.
Throw some money at them to support.
Yeah, man.
Support the devs.
$20. It was a great. When I saw that, I got it for Christmas for Nate, and I was like, "Oh wow!"
That's
I heard
awesome.
him talking about it. It's a remaster. It's $20. Like,
You hit the
this
nail on
is
the head,
great.
man.
Like,
Stumbled upon
great
a great
deal.
deal.
Yeah, so pick that up if you want a cool like action platformer
I
with some
recommend it.
awesome art direction.
Yeah.
I'm only 10 minutes, or no, like a half hour into it, and I recommend it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm playing Lego Dimensions. It's a lot of fun. First of all, I love, like, compared to other Toys to Life games, I love being able to use all the characters no matter what world I'm in.
Yeah.
So, like, in Disney Infinity, for example, you could only use, like, if I had the Spider-Man playset, there were only certain characters I could use, like Nick Fury, Spider-Man, Nova,
Yep.
Venom. But in this one, like, you can just throw all the characters in the world, and sometimes they'll interact. They're, like, character-specific lines for, like, Batman if he's in, like, the Simpsons world. And that's really fun. I will say I'm not a fan of how they're using the portal.
Okay.
So for anyone who hasn't played, like, a Toys to Life game like Skylanders or Infinity or Dimensions, the portal is what you put the characters on. It's where the NFC chip gets scanned to import the character into the game. And in Infinity and in Skylanders, it's very simple. It's just, that's the stand, and you put your characters on there, and that's it. In LEGO Dimensions, they try to make the stand a mechanic. There's a lot of, like, oh, move the character from this part to this part, and then, like, shift this here, and blah, blah, blah. And it was fun at first. It was, like, fun the first time, but it gets kind of annoying, and I feel like they use it in lieu of coming up with a real challenge.
Okay.
Like, instead of, like, thinking from a gameplay, like, a game design perspective, they're like, let's just have the kids switch the
I feel like
pieces around.
for kids it's more fun because it lets them interact with the toys instead of like, all right, I put these 4 on here and then I never touch it again.
That's true, because it is very much like you're playing with the toys.
You actually get to interact with the toys.
I guess, and I mean, it is a game for a younger audience.
Sure.
But it's a lot of fun. The writing is really snappy and really funny, like most LEGO games tend to be. I'm enjoying buying all the characters. I just got the Portal level pack.
I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, so that'll be really fun. I might stream that one. And it's just like, I haven't gotten to play a ton of it, but I love, like, I'm a toy collector, so
you hate figures.
I have so
his wallet hates him.
His wallet hates him.
So like, I'm enjoying all the characters. Supergirl is totally game breaking. Like,
yeah, her ability to fly and everything.
Like, there's just obstacles where they're like, oh, you need a master builder to build this thing so you could get up there. And I'm just like, oh, or I can just have Kara fly all the way up there and not do that. But it's a lot of fun. The combat needs some tweaking. It's a little floaty. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm mashing the button and I don't feel like my hits are connecting.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. I like it a lot.
It looks fun.
They're going to keep supporting it, too. And now it's kind of like, I think the head honcho Toys to Life game, because there's a rumor going around that Skylanders is taking the next year off.
Oh, really?
And Dimensions is still going, and Infinity is gone.
I wonder if it's slowly dying.
Well, here's the thing. When Infinity died...
Yeah.
Well, when Disney killed it.
Yep.
It was the best-selling one.
Yeah. Out
of the Toys to Life genre. Like, it was still selling well. People were buying the toys and the game.
Yeah.
What happened was it wasn't making them... Disney wasn't making, like, what Disney considers a lot of money off of it. So that killed it. And then I haven't played a Skylanders game since Skylanders 1, so I can't speak for those.
Yeah.
Or, like, what's going on with that.
For all the Spyro fans out there, that's the way you play Spyro now.
Yeah, well,
pretty much.
I mean, they got the cartoon. I think he's in the cartoon. I'm not sure. So Disney, like, I think it's going fine. I think if anything, Skylanders should be worried, but like LEGO Dimensions seems to be doing okay. They announced a slew of stuff for year 2.
Yep.
Also, but like, a lot of things don't have the weight behind their name like Lego does.
Sure.
Lego.
It's fun. They building the machines and like the vehicles and stuff into the mechanics of the game. So like a lot of the instruction booklets you get in game.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. It's
Until
really.
You try to stream playing it and then you're stuck building.
Yeah, me and Nate tried streaming and. There's a solid 20-30 minutes there where it's just us building Legos.
And you can't even see the Legos because we can't move the camera.
My first foray into live streaming went great.
Man.
Yeah. But no, I'm enjoying all the like getting characters and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I don't know, I mean, for people our age, I'm sure I'm in the minority, but I really like the Toys to Life genre. I think Lego's doing some cool stuff with it. I think it needs tweaking, definitely. But I'm enjoying it. Just
Cool.
honestly, I think just the combat and get rid of the portal stuff.
On that note, I got the Ocarina of Time Link amiibo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
the
did.
20th anniversary.
Yep.
Or 30th anniversary.
Oh, dude, it's really cool. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
It is. Yeah, it's the quality has jumped significantly. I can put that Link amiibo from Smash Bros, which was first gen amiibo,
Yeah.
next to that thing. I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah.
There's no P stand. Link's face is actually like legit now. Like it's not
Yeah.
just a smudge kind of like.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot better at making
It's
them.
so much better. It looks so good.
All the 30th anniversary Zelda amiibo are really nice. I want to get them.
And for anyone that doesn't know, they do some special things within Breath of the Wild. And they also work with Smash Bros. Too.
Yes.
Like on the back it says like works with Smash Bros. And I think like another game too. I don't know what it is, but
I'm almost done with my Smash set of amiibo.
What are you still missing?
I need Robin.
Rocks.
I need the Mii fighters. I
Oh,
need.
gosh.
Yeah, how badly do you want them though?
Well, I mean,
You
I
just
don't.
want the whole set.
I guess I don't want them, but I need them.
maybe I should have gotten you that for Christmas, man.
You poor soul.
I need them because then I don't have a whole set.
Yeah.
So I gotta have all of them.
Yeah.
I
And
need them all.
I need.
Bayonetta, right?
I need Smash DDD.
Bayonetta?
I need
Cloud?
Smash Wario, and then I need freaking Cloud and Bayonetta
Yeah.
and Corrin.
Corrin, they don't know when they're releasing.
I need Bayonetta the most.
Do you need them
Wasn't
in
she supposed
boxes?
to come out this year?
What'd you say?
Do you need them in box?
No, I open.
That's right,
all
you
mine.
open all yours.
She was supposed to come out this year,
They
I thought.
teased pictures of
Yeah.
her. The Hideki, the creator of
Yeah.
Bayonetta, was like showed like a picture of her
Yeah.
amiibo's leg and was like, "She's coming."
See, I am very suspicious that they're definitely porting Smash 4 to the Switch.
Dude, if I have to get a Switch to get my Bayonetta amiibo,
I'm super suspicious that they're gonna like drop a bunch of amiibo around that Switch like thing,
Yeah.
like that's around Smash Bros and
Yeah,
stuff
you're
like
probably
that.
gonna get one eventually.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But it's Nintendo. We all know how they are with hardware launches. Like, I might not like if
They let's just go over this real quick. They announced Corrin and Bayonetta like a year ago,
yeah,
and we still haven't gotten their amiibo. They announced it in like
and
February.
they've gone dark. Like they
Yeah.
haven't talked about them. They haven't said anything
Yeah.
about them.
Maybe we won't get them.
Dude, I think they're
Well, Marley,
waiting.
if we don't get them, that's 2 less you have to buy.
They're
But
waiting
I
for the
need
Switch.
Bayonetta.
They're waiting for the Switch.
That's yeah. Oh, and the other thing random and Super Mario Run. I think I'm the only one here with an iPhone, so
yeah.
I've been playing that. It's a lot of fun.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I haven't bought it yet because I'm trying to 100% the free levels they give you first.
Yeah, get those coins and all
Get
that.
all the coins and stuff before I buy it. But it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. I haven't gotten into the Toad Rally stuff yet,
Uh-huh.
which is where you can race your friends and whatnot.
Okay.
And then they have like that little like you can like build your Mushroom Kingdom mode.
Okay.
But there's a decent production value behind it, and you know, if you want the mobile game space to not suck so much or not be so leeching, play it and consider giving it the $10 if you're tired of microtransactions. This could be
And ads.
This could be the first step to writing that ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it.
Well, I just look like a lot of people complain about the $10 price point, and initially it seems like a lot for a mobile game. I just look at a bunch of other games though, like say like Destiny for instance. I bought that game full price, and then I paid a lot of extra money for extra DLC and all that. Like, $10 at the end of the day is not a lot of money, and they're probably gonna keep adding stuff to the game too.
Yeah.
And it's just a $10 flat fee. Like, you
Yup.
pay it, and they're gonna give you like Mario levels on your phone.
For anyone out there who's against the $10 price tag, if you've played any other free mobile game with microtransactions and you've bought any of the microtransactions, chances are you've probably paid more than $10 over the course of time with that.
Absolutely.
Game, with that. I play Pokemon Go. I play Trolls Party Planner or whatever. I've easily spent over $10 in both of those.
Yeah.
Like,
really?
Yep. I spent $15 on Trolls.
I refuse to pay microtransactions.
Puzzles and
never
Dragons.
Needed.
Puzzles and Dragons got me real good.
Yep.
I never paid for a single transaction on there.
I did.
What is it with you fools?
With Puzzles and Dragons, I didn't mind buying stuff because I enjoyed the base game. Like, that's where I draw the line personally. Like, I totally get not paying for them at all. But, like, if a game has microtransactions, I'll give them money if I'm enjoying the core experience. Like, if the core base experience is really fun, I don't mind spending money. Like, I had a lot of fun with Puzzles and Dragons, so I didn't mind buying turns at the vending machine to get rare monsters and stuff.
That's fair.
Like, I enjoy my Trolls game, so I don't mind spending money on it. But at the same, that being said, it's really nice to just pay for something and just have it.
Yes.
That's what I like. A lot of times when I'm buying things, I like paying up front for a lot of my stuff.
Yeah. But, did anybody ask for anything particularly game related for Christmas?
No.
I mean, I threw Gears of War and the new Call of Duty on a list.
Okay.
We'll see if I get them.
Yeah, I don't think my mom, like, is really good at getting gifts for me, so, like, if she sees something she thinks I'll like, she'll pick it up for me.
Yeah.
But, I
got
get a lot
you
of...
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Well, we could talk about Winter Wonderland.
I was going to say.
You guys can...
That could be the last thing we talk about.
Winter Wonderland is the May's little snowball fight.
Lame.
It's so lame.
It's lame.
Have you seen anything on it yet, Marlon?
No.
Alright, so basically everyone's May and you're on her Antarctic map.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have one shot and you fire off a snowball.
Huh.
Yep.
And it's one shot, one kill. Basically.
One shot. One kill.
And the only way to get more ammo is to find specific snow piles scattered across the map that respawn in different locations and absorbing the snow back into your gun.
Uh-huh.
So you can fire it off.
Sounds fun.
And it's what, 6-man teams?
Yes.
And then it's just one shot, one kill until everyone's eliminated except for one person.
It's fun for like a few rounds, but I wouldn't really go back to it. I actually have more fun doing the random hero brawl.
Yeah, I was having fun doing that.
Which guarantees you a snow map.
Yeah.
So you get Hanamura and King's Row with their Christmas
and I love
decorations.
their Christmas themes.
And I just enjoy that a lot more.
That's a shame because we all spent a lot of time in Junkenstein's Revenge.
Yeah. That was really
Junkenstein's Revenge was great.
Yep. Still waiting for a dedicated PvP mode.
PvE.
PvE, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because the whole game's PvP.
Yep.
But the other thing is, alright, Diva got fucking gypped again on a skin.
Dude, they need to cycle through the characters that get skins.
Well, I got news for you, Marley. Everyone complained so hard about May's skin that they just announced there's going to be another May Legendary skin in the beginning of the year.
That's
Blizzard fans are the worst.
That's hilarious.
Dude, it's a free... Like, Blizzard fans are so entitled.
The May's skin is just a color change and a hat. Bitch, it changes so much more.
Yeah, there's effects in-game.
It changes dialogue, it changes the effects. Like, calm down.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, like, the sense of entitlement with, like, the gamer population nowadays, and not all of us, but there's a lot of people, like, it's just insane how entitled people feel to things.
Yeah.
But that Reaper skin, though.
Yeah, but, like, back to the character skins, part of, like, the reason that I think I'm not as enthusiastic about the event is that, like, all these characters have gotten skins before, like, in other events. Like,
yeah, I'm curious on how they're selecting who's getting what.
Yeah, like...
I don't know how they do it, man.
Roadhog got an awesome skin in the Halloween event. Pharah and Reaper got awesome skins in the Halloween event. Like, Tracer got another legendary skin.
Yeah.
Like, what is the selection process here?
Yeah, I'm curious.
I have no idea.
Whatever Marley wants, Marley doesn't get.
Symmetra's changes are really cool,
yeah,
though.
They're really cool.
She's a lot better.
You could just place turrets everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Did they increase her turret amount?
It's unlimited.
I haven't
they
played
just recharge slowly. So you start at the beginning of the game with 6. and then you can just place them wherever, and then they just slowly recharge. And then throughout the game, if the enemy's not killing them, you just start making turrets everywhere.
Oh my god! Wow.
I just started spreading turrets out all over the place. So wherever they go, they're gonna get nabbed by a turret. Like
fuck Genjis.
Yeah, Genjis. Yeah, flanking characters, man. I just found this out too. Torbjorn's turret got a 7-meter increase. I was on King's Row against a Torbjorn. He was shooting me so far away. I was Genji. I was like, I'm not gonna be Genji anymore against Torbjorn's. Like, it.
You gotta that Pharah.
It's so good. Torbjorn's turret is just so good. It has the range is so far.
Time for work.
Time hard work.
I just feel bad for Tracers, Genjis, like those kind of characters.
Yeah.
Like right now.
I just want a Jingle Bell Diva. I wanted her mech to be a little Jingle Bell.
You want a little Jingle Bell Diva, maybe a Pumpkin Diva. Also, what the fuck, Blizzard? No Hanukkah themed shit. Everything's Christmas.
Wasn't there a spray or something?
There's a player icon.
There's a Dreidel player
there
icon, but that's it.
So I want to, because you brought that up to me, and this is a serious question. I want to know: is there anything in like, I don't want to, like, Jewish like folklore or stuff that they could have done? Because I imagine like you have to toe that line very carefully.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it.
Because like with Christmas, it's like, all right, there's like the Christianity view of Christmas, but then there's also like the Santa and elves part, which is totally fantastical, and that's fine to just dress people up as. That's not like cultural misrepresentation. Is there anything in Jewish folklore or in the Hanukkah story that they could have dressed anyone up as?
Well, you see, really Soldier 76 is actually Jewish. He should have had a sweater with the Star of David.
That would have been great.
No, he's not Jewish. I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been a little tough to not make it slightly offensive.
That's not, because that's what I was wondering, because I'm not Jewish, so I don't know.
They could have given him a big nose.
Oh God.
Some sideburns, some hair.
Nate's Jewish, by the way, so that's like he's okay. He's making them jokes.
You guys want to make any jokes?
Nope.
I
mean the only
could have been Hanukkah Harry.
I think the only one I came up with was like Dreidel Mech Diva.
That little top on it, a little spinner dial on top. That would have been funny.
Yeah, but you know, I guess not as.
Maybe we'll get a Passover event next year.
There you go.
There we go.
Just be Reaper. It's just
I hope they do a bunny mech for Easter.
Yeah.
For Diva.
Because her symbol is
Bunny
like
Hop.
Bunny Hop.
Bunny Hop. She says that in the game.
She's not gonna.
People are just gonna have a bunch of bunny ears. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Those victory poses are just gonna be bunny
ears.
Reinhardt would just holding an egg.
Oh, that would be adorable.
A little egg basket.
Jesus Reinhardt.
Jesus Reinhardt. Just fucking ripped and jacked. He doesn't even have his armor on anymore.
Yeah. But is this where we wanna? All right.
I've got nothing else to add.
Yeah. So this has been the check week.
The check week. It's been that long, has it?
This has been the checkpoint. A quick update for those of you that do listen. We are making the check week a bi-weekly.
You said it again.
Check week.
You said check week again.
Checkpoint.
It's a point, like a tip of a pencil. It's a point.
We are making checkpoint.
There it is.
Checkpoint. That's the name. I came up with the name.
You should get it.
No, wait, didn't I?
I came up with the name Checkpoint.
No, I'm pretty sure
No,
I did.
I did.
Oh, listen.
Okay, we're not arguing about this right now.
Okay. This has been the checkpoint.
Check week.
Fuck you. This has been Checkpoint. It's going bi-weekly now. It's just going to be a little easier on us. We'll have more chance to play things in the meantime, and we won't have to like dig for topics as much. But this is our last episode before the holidays and stuff.
Yeah, Christmas is going to hit, and then there's that Monday, which is the 26th, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to record to be ready for like the Monday after New Year's.
Yeah, because I am gone.
Yeah, so we're actually going to be taking a 2-week break on Checkpoint, guys, and we'll probably be back like January like 10th or so.
Yeah, and which is perfect because that's right around the time of the Switch event.
Yes.
So we'll be able to like speculate on that.
I cannot wait.
So from all of us here at Checkpoint.
Hey, he got it.
Got it.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Have a happy holiday. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. every Yuletide celebration if you're a pagan or whatever.
If you're a pagan or whatever.
Just
I like it.
enjoy your holiday season, enjoy your gifts, and we'll see you all in the new year.
See ya.
Bye.